marriage or relationship. In fact, even if you are not in a marriage or relationship, you should be careful what you say to people. If you are not careful, you will be offending per second. Life is not always as we expect it. I hope you know that. And marriage is no exception. A lot of people go into marriage with high hopes, only for hope to be dashed sooner than they expected. Yet in every season we must learn godliness with contentment is great gain. It is lack of whatever you have at every given time with a hope and a desire for more, not inordinate desire. You will be a happy person. Contentment is great gain. Now, let this principle and that godly contentment rules you and your wife. You will soon discover that you will quarrel less, because the things you quarrel over, a lot of them are vanity. They have no true eternal usage of car. And that car, if you look back 20 years back, that car has become obsolete. If you dash some people, they will not even accept it. People have fought over naira and kobo, something that can't disappear in a minute. So this is why, if you have contentment as a person, godly contentment, what you say to your spouse, the tongue of man, this tongue that we use to taste food, remember. So marriage is not just for companionship or procreation. Marriage is bad character. When you enter into marriage, marriage will try to sharpen that character, to improve it. When you resist to improve that character, you begin to have problem in the marriage. I used to have a sister-in-law who, she doesn't like criticism. She doesn't even like to be told what time to sleep. She doesn't want to be told when to return home. So on a certain day, I sat her down and I said to her, told what right thing to do. I want to tell you that marriage is going to help to correct you. I want to also tell you that employment will help to correct you. She looked at me. So I saw her gain employment and lost, and usually lose this job within 3 months. I saw her got married and lost her marriage less than 9 months. Now I sat her down to remind her, there is no way you will escape. If you have a bad character, it is marriage that will put it to true test and challenge you. If you are just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, this is Marriage Melodies, and we're talking about marriage and relationship. And today we are looking at the subject, beware of how you speak to your spouse. The purification of your soul. A lot of people think marriage is a contract, a mere transaction. Refine us. Marriage is a crucible to refine us. A lot of people know it. Those who have been in marriage for long know. Wife will tell you her own. Everyone have a litany of woes. This woman is like this. Which means nobody wanted to surrender. Nobody wanted to give way. Yet, since marriage is something that God designed to test us, yet many have failed this test. You know, simply because of the careless use of the tongue. The tongue was not used properly. A man was quarreling with his wife in some rural area, and he told her, because of this, your bad character, I'm going to have another woman. I will have a concubine. And the woman retorted, what did you say? You are saying to me, your husband, that you have another woman? You are so bold. You have such effrontery. Immediately he called family meetings and declared that for her to be bold, to tell me to my face that she's going to have, she's already having it. Misuse of the tongue. She said she was provoked to say it. The Bible warns every one of us. In James chapter 3 verse 6, it says, the tongue is a fire, world of iniquity. It defies the whole body. This tongue that you are seeing, soft, succulent member of the body. Same tongue says fire. Wars have been caused by fire, by this tongue. The Rwandan crisis was caused by the use of the tongue. A statement can undo years of love, can undo years of trust, can undo years of compassion. Echoes this warning. Listen to what the Quran says. Not a word does he utter, but there is a watcher by him ready to record it. Meaning Satan is. And even in the Hindu books, they also recognize the power of the word. Krishna, which the Hindus call Lord Krishna, advises a man should speak only that which is true, kind, and beneficial. See the kind of things they advise you to say. Use your tongue for kind words, Troy. The same word can bless, they say to your spouse. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be going for you. What is that word that broke you to pieces? What is that word that has made you to say, I can't forgive him? How could he so much that I do not desire sexual relationship with him? He uses the words to hack me. A man called his wife a fool at the international airport. They were just arriving from the UK. Before the children, everyone was confused. The words are powerful. We'll be right back after this break, this short music interlude. Don't go away. Just tell your friends that this is important discussion. What is what we're saying to each other? So get ready to call in on the phone line 091 36 000 410. That's the telephone line 091 36 000 410. We'll be right back after this.
So, babies, don't you think the radio is so boring these days?
Well, it depends on what you need. I just discovered a new sound.
It's my mother.
Making you. Yes, I am totally hooked to 98.3 Mainland FM
of Lagos.
Follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram.
Are you looking for love that lasts? A bond that's strong and true. Coming to in every week. We've got the show.
Yes, you're welcome back to Marriage Melodies with Theo. I have a caller on the line right now. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please go ahead and share your thoughts.
Well, I've been listening to your comments. I know that men and women use words that try to tie down the bonds they have for each other. But sometimes most of the words they use, they don't mean it. It just maybe out of anger or just to scare the spouse or something of that nature. But it's not good. But most people don't understand that they are not real. So they react back to it in a different way, and that causes trouble. Like in my own case, sometimes when I'm angry, I can tell my wife something like this, but I don't really mean it. So, but she may not understand what I was trying to tell her.
Okay.
That's the way.
Give me an example that you say something that. Give us an example of what you say that you do not mean.
Somebody that will cook this for me, something of that nature.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I did not mean it.
No. How do you transmit that? Then she will take it. Do you laugh when you say it? Are you jocular? Or when there is a joke, it's a joke. Where joke can be easily on, except those who don't have. People really are bad. They say really deep and toxic and very, very, distasteful words. Anyway, thank you for sharing. So he is saying that we should sometimes take these words quite lightly and not take them seriously. But words have, carry a lot of weight, and we should. If you want to share with us your thought, 091 36 000 410. Beware of what you say to your spouse. So let's move on and talk about this. The man. Let me share a thought with you on this subject. Marriage is grants is not a license, for verbal recklessness. Like he said to us now, that's a jocular intention. You think you just want to joke. Some people will interpret it in a manner that will really hurt them. And they will misread it, and it will be very difficult for you to correct it. Just as you said, you tell your wife that, will you like it if your wife returns that kind of joke and say, not take that joke lightly? Even though she joked, you might begin to think about it. And I'll give you one story that was a joke, but ended up being very, very, very bad, for the couple. It was intended for a joke. And I'm going to share the story just now. Marriage grants freedom between you and your spouse. You are naked before one another. It grants freedom. Yes, but it does not grant the freedom for us to be reckless. We must be very careful the words we use for one another, to their spouse, in ways they will never dare address a colleague or a stranger. Like the man who said, don't mind her, she's situation, and how to even address your wife. They use words like, and leaving wounds. Are you speaking to your spouse? Has your spouse spoken to you like that? Share your thoughts and share what you have experienced, irrespective of this. I have seen marriages collapse, but because of words spoken in anger, words that are spoken in pride, words that are spoken in foolishness, marriage have broken down because the words of a man are like manure. They're like fertilizer. If you read Ephesians chapter 5 verse 33, the Bible says the woman should, what do we hear today? Wives are busy casting down their husbands because they are not financially due. This is Marriage Melodies. Once again, my name is of toxic words. We are not a very polite people in Nigeria generally. Politeness is not part of our speaking culture. We are regarded as very brash by other African countries and even the world. They think that we are very aggressive in our words. We are caustic and slant in conversation. This is something that we need to learn. Wives that are withering, they are withered and withering, meaning when you keep pouring, poisonous words on a woman, she withers. The husband will no longer like her. Because anything you pour insultive, she will look haggard because your words have dismantled her. Let me tell you a story now. The story of a couple. During the visit, the widower explained that his wife had become jealous, accusing him of infidelity. That's the wife now who had just died. And tragically dabbling in fetish practice, to control him. The visiting wife, meaning the wife that came to visit with her husband, was shocked by the story. She blurted out, why go through all that trouble? Now, this is what she's saying. Now, she was now saying, why did this woman not go through fetish? The husband heard the wife. Her husband was stunned. Though she said it in a jest, it sank deep into the man's heart. He never forgot. That one careless statement, the man started misbehaving. He now moved and was now living at the office. When this woman tried to inquire, what is the cause of this? She spoke out of ignorance, but her words carried weight. Without wisdom. Why will I have to go through fetish? Go and consult so that I can control man. If I want to kill my husband, I will just poison his food. Simple. Jocularly. Husband picked it. It's your situation. What are you doing in your marriage? What are you talking to one another? This is Marriage Melodies. You're just tuning in, reaching you on mainland 98.3 FM. That's the golden dial for your marriage. You know, the telephone lines once again 091 360 00410. 091 36 410. A lot of us have lost many things because of the misuse of the tongue. Sometimes we are angry and we speak. And when we speak, we do a lot of damage. Words that wither the soul. A man once told his wife after 30 years of marriage, you are the most... Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening and welcome to my...
Talking to me direct.
Really?
Honestly, this is the problem I'm having right now with my own partner.
What has happened? Who has spoken in a way that's not...
My brother, it's a long story. Now still that verse. We use verse like this, like you get what things she talk like this. Maybe say her mom, was like she don't battle my way. So they didn't, when I was like growing up, this young boy comes to now. But now, man, don't grow up there as supposed to. I don't reach I know how I am now, but the mom really knew me that time, so it was like, you cannot mind that kind of, and we were like fixing it before she just put her own negative a little bit and said what she said, and man, I just said, not the way I know talk that day.
Oh. You said beyond what you should have said to your mother-in-law.
I said, no, we are not married yet.
Okay.
But
so your woman is
man.
very offended by the words you've used.
Yes, man, really. I just go through the words like this. I was like, shit. I'm not supposed to. And I'm talking to her. I was like breaking her out this thing that, she was telling me the words I use is so powerful that it breaks her in home because I will not touch you. I will not do anything apart from talking. And if
I have the Queen of the Night. She's just
hello. Hi.
Yes.
So, Oga, have you seen the effect of the power of the tongue? Have you observed it?
Really, I have.
And do you think that it will ever it can happen next week?
I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard.
So
to bring the because
what I wanted to tell you is I have a show tomorrow. All you have to do is just call in. Let's have a quick conversation, and then I will call her on your behalf and try to smooth things out for you. Wait, I need you to sign contract first that it is never going to happen again.
Of course. It's not going to happen again.
So I want to assure you
that you got a help. All right. Now, as we were talking, if there's a caller that's been coming in, so do the call. We're ready to receive you. Now, the words, like, look at what the brother has just shared, how difficult it is, when words that are used unwholesomely. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome to Marriage Melodies. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
And this is James calling from Ilasa.
Lovely. Share your thoughts with us.
Oh, it's really a nice program, and my thoughts. Anyway, there was a day I could remember. There was something or another. He flew up. He was angry, and he said to me, "That's why you don't have friends." I'm like, "What?" I was so angry, and he noticed I was angry. He noticed I was very angry, and I just kept mute. And whenever I'm angry, I don't talk. I just, "What is it, baby?" I say nothing. What is it, David? Nothing. Just let me be, you know. And later when I opened up and said, you have to say that to me. You know I don't have friends. Yes. I don't really have issues. It's just, it's not everyone that is meant to have friends. So I try to keep myself just be there. I don't want to have friends and at the end of the day I'll be having issues or, you know, I don't just want any headache. So maybe that's why I'm always on my own. You know, he said it to me and I was very, very angry.
So sorry. So how did you resolve that?
He apologized and he said he's sorry.
And I hope you have forgotten it.
I remember it, but I really forgot.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. At least we learn from it that we must be careful what we say. All right. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, we got another caller right there. Good evening. It takes a lot of effort to correct it. That brother shared just a moment of anger.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, good. Your name?
So I would like when a guy tells you, I didn't marry you for sex. I marry you because I saw that you can give me peace in my home. No problem. The woman is giving you the kind of respect you deserve and job to help you. Believing is good. He's cheating. And to also discover that he has the cause of dragging. He told you, babe, I didn't marry you for sex. Please, can your marriage do without a sex? Even that woman knew that you are not satisfying her, but believe you cannot have it all. After all, you are getting even Troy, because always busy with his work. Sir, please, because it's really hot with this, or for not taking that aspect. Because I believe we are not God. It's only God that can have it all. But to put on everything, no issue, even he admits, but that aspect of sex that I cannot satisfy, he has to go outside. Even the friends will tell their body, they use their mouth, but this man is not seeing it. But to discover he had a child outside. Even to discover the child will be 7 years this year. How is that possible?
All right.
Can a marriage do without sex?
You cannot do without sex. Now, I am sorry about what you're going through. It's very deep. It's very painful. I think it's something that I'd like to, continue with you off the radio. And so I'm going to send my number to you so that we can talk, after the program. I think it's something we really need to go, into so I can help. Hello? All right, she's gone. Please take and keep that number for me. Hello? Yes, I thought we have a caller right there. So that's a sister who's been going through some difficulties, and she is even searching herself if she's yes. Hello, we have a caller.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Welcome to Marriage Melodies.
Is it?
I say share your thoughts, contribute, tell us what you want to say. We can hear you. Yes. Speak to the mic. Speak.
My
No, the quality is so bad, you've got to call back again. To one another. They are like manure that nourishes our relationship. Anger will come in man. Be ye angry, but sin not. Meaning that anger is part of life experience. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, welcome once again to Mary's Melodies. That's to us.
Yes, sir. Please, I'm sorry. I want to confirm the program. Yeah.
What time is, if it's after this program, you meet some great late. So that's going to come up later, okay? You know, so we know that, and we have seen the damage. We've witnessed. I've just told you 2 stories tonight, and people have been, hello? So we must take note of that. So let me now remind you that, you know, it's Easter Monday. It's called Couples Timeouts. Just come and have fun and learn, and my Facebook page, and send that you are interested, and then you will be, you know, given access. It's a very interesting event that we are doing as our support for husbands and wives. So be part of it. Tell your husband, if you're not gone out in a while. He said, you know, you say you are the most useless person I have ever met. A man said that to his wife. The most useless person I have ever met. The woman was shattered. Words like these don't just hurt, they kill. They wither the soul. Another woman said to her husband, I regret having you as the father of my children. How do you think a man will recover from that? How do you think the man will be proud to see those children and still call them his children when their mother is regretful of having him as the father of the children? This will come after you. Meaning our marriage has ended, and I'm only looking forward to the other man to respect the covenant of marriage. As the Bible says in Ephesians 5:33, let every one of you in particular so love his wife. This reverence is not optional. It is a divine instruction. You insult yourself because she is one with you. Homes will flourish. Wife, if you say good thing to your husband, sang for. Where's are the instrument and tools with which we build ourselves up? So if you are listening to me for the first time, remember, take away tonight that the tongue is an unruly evil. It's a beautiful thing to have a tongue, but that same tongue can destroy. So you use it with wisdom. African wisdom and cultural insight. In African father of the house, you speak words. I saw when one after the other withered, some died. Because this has been his speaking pattern. Always they can be positive or negative depending on your heart condition. You know? In my tribe, Urobo, the meaning is that God is the elder among elders. So a man who must speak like one who represents divine authority in his home, his words must carry life, not poison. For a wife, a lot of women have damaged their husbands. Now they do not like the husband they have. They are not looking for other men. Increase the quality of confidence in your home. Humility. I've been married to my wife for 35 years. I have never told her that she's stupid. It's impossible because I would not marry a stupid woman. I've never said anything like that. In fact, this is something I have trained. I've never heard her say anything like that to me. And so, the day you pick a car to drive, a car looks impossible as a pin. You think you will never be able to drive it. I've seen husbands and wives go and learn how to drive. They come back home quarreling. Then that same wife become an expert. She virtually drives forward and she's steering and taking things from the back seat. That was someone who could not even drive with all the hands on the steering in those days. So whatever you learn, you practice, you will overcome. You'll become a master at it. So if you today have listened to this program and you've noticed that words have damaged and caused problem and pain, it's time to repent, change, become somebody who deliberately speak good things, even if the person offends you. Job was highly offended by his wife when his wife says, "You are now useless." There's a caller. Hello, good evening. This should be my last caller tonight. How are you? Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome to Marriage Melodies.
Thank you. My name is Edward. I'm calling from AGB.
Edward, thank you for calling. Share your thoughts with
I've
us.
been listening. I used to Abraham.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for the program.
Thank you very much.
You see, I'm married for, let's say, 40 years. If I recall from the dating and after the traditional to the white wedding, is 40 years. And March 7, 1987. That's when I wedded. You see, his decision, he takes decision me, I will not react. It will not push me to the wall, no matter whatever. Sometimes we don't take it too seriously. We don't, we joke, we curse, From the beginning of my marriage, there is something I told my wife, I don't want to see it, I don't want you to do it. I don't need it. Don't do this thing. Don't do this. Don't do this. But I want to tell you, these 40 years, as I'm talking to you now, you're still doing that. How will a man react to all these
things? Now, time is not a friend. I wish that you've called me earlier. I would have had enough time to talk. Thank you for coming and calling on the program. Please we've been talking about beware of what you say to your spouse, and we've learned a lot tonight. Please let us improve that our marriage is far and high above challenges. That's how we put it, because we put all the problem on our footstool. Let's enjoy the marriage. It's a privilege to be in this world. It's a privilege to have a marriage. It's a privilege to worship God with our. Enjoy your marriage. I remain Theo Akatuba. Good night and enjoy.
So tune in, don't wait, your journey starts.